Hi. A chair out of only two pieces? Correct. A backboard and a buttboard. And the best part, you can do it. So let's get started. Here we go. Okay, today we're going to make a couple of Viking chairs, all right? Each one of those is made out of a 2x12 by 8 feet long, so let's see how it's done. I researched this a bit online and found out that you need to cut one piece at 48 and one piece at 45. Let's see what we got. It's not square. Let's cut this. We need one at 48 and one at 45. The seat is up 11 inches, so we could cut around that knot. I like that. We'll make this the 48. That's relatively good. Let's do the 45 from that end. What do you think? If we cut 3 inches off, we're not taking care of that knot, so we'll go to 45 right here. We're going to cut this with the circular saw. That's one. Let's do the other one. 48 splits that right in the middle. I think we can work around that. The other one is 45. Let's check square on this end. Not altogether shabby. 45 cuts that knot off there, hopefully. Works out the same on both of them. Okay. To blow the dust off it. Sometimes it gets a little dusty in here. I think the thing to do is to put them up on top of something else. Those. Those. Probably only need two. Hey, the next thing to do on our Viking chair is to map out where we're going to make our cuts. We'll start with the butt board. There's two of those, so let's get started. Okay, first thing we're going to do is measure down from the good end where we're going to set our butt, 12 inches. We'll do that on both sides. Bring that, so that's 12. We're going to come in 2. 1.5 to 3.5 is 2, so we're going to go from there to there. Okay, do the same thing over here. 1.5 to 3.5 is 2, so we'll go like that. We'll come down here, make a mark for 2. 1, 2. Same here, 1, 2. Connect the dots. We're going to draw a line, connect the dots. Here we go. We do that on the next one, and then we'll cut them off. Okay. Cut those out with a circular saw. Okay, next we're going to do the backboards, and that just calls for a slot to be cut into it with the bottom of the slot 11 inches up from the bottom. Okay, here we go. Let me bring you in. So 11 inches up from the bottom. I've already determined that these are going to be the top. Okay, 11 inches up from the bottom. On this one, on that one. I assume the notch is going to be almost 2 inches from the edge. But what we're going to do is we're going to put a baseline on there. So 7.5. What do we got here? Oh, we got 11.25. Let's right in this area because we're cutting it off. 11.25 minus 7.5. 10, 5/4. That's 3/4. 3 3/4 divided by 2 is 1.5 and 3/8, inch and 7/8. So from right about here, I can't do the math that fast on the other side. Inch and 7/8. Let's check the distance in between. Let's go on to 10. It's just about 7.5 right there. Let's bring it up. We're going to go proud of 1.5 or larger than 1.5 by, let's go 1/8 of an inch larger. Inch and 5/8. Square that up and we'll cut that out. Of course, the way we're going to cut this out is we're going to drill a hole and we're going to use our jigsaw, right? You know, for those of you that are just getting started making stuff, there's only one thing to do, and that's just to get started making stuff. This set right here is already, they fit together. So it fits in there this way, but we're gonna make it better. Flatten these a little bit so they don't make dents in the floor if somebody's gonna use them on a floor instead of outdoors. All right, so what we're gonna do here, let's see. Why don't we take our setup blocks, take a 1/2 inch off of that like that. Oh, that's going to be nice. I'm going to mark this side. And I'm going to mark this side. make a nice wide base on that. And a nice wide base on that. The other one, this hole is not square. The thing with the jigsaw, to me they just go everywhere. So I'm gonna have to take some of this off of here, right here. We'll do that with a rasp. We can take that off of there. And then probably might have to take a little off of here. But we'll see. We'll take that off first because that looks like a choke point. All right, how are we gonna do that? Well, I have a collection of these rasps from Kutzall that I bought a while ago. This coarse one, flat. All right, coarse flat. Let's get started on that one. And then there's the fine flat to finish up with. These are a great product. Love them. Okay, here we go. Hey, let's clamp it down. Okay. See if this one fits yet. Okay, so this one looks a little narrow. I gotta come a little wider. That side fits pretty good. All right, gotta make it wider. Oh, close. Now, another thing to address is these sides here. I'm gonna go ahead and round these off and just leave it square where it mates up with this to get a nice tight connection. And then we'll see how it goes. Also, I have to do some surface sanding. Want to get the black print off of there. These edges, these are really rough. Look at this. See how rough that is? Yeah, you don't want to run your fingers on that. Instant splinter. Okay, time for a little rough sanding. Got some 36 grit on here. We're gonna knock off the ink from the marks and round off those corners, soften those corners. Okay, so the other vacuum died. This is the car vacuuming out the car vacuum, but we'll use that one. Okay, let's get some gear on and away we go. So I was going to sand this one just like I sanded that one, and then I had a moment where I said, oh, I realized, oh, I should probably shape these, because remember we cut this one off. This is the seat. We cut this one off so it would have a better contact area with the floor. And then we also, somewhere on this one, yeah. So we're gonna get those done first, and then we can sand this. Really what we need to do is just clean it up and to get all this ink from the manufacturer off it. So that's what we're gonna do. Here we go. I guess transfer those marks to the other side. Somewhere in the vicinity of that. And this. Let's see. Looks like a pull saw challenge, doesn't it? All right, let's give that a whirl. Not going as well as I had planned. It's a little too much wiggle. Yeah, see my blade is going off that way too. Okay, I'm going to use another method. It'll be a little messier, but hey. You can always clean up a mess, right? All right, so what we're gonna do, rather than try that saw, which I was already coming off the mark, I'm gonna use this. So you remember those rasps I used earlier on the hole? Well, these are made by the same company, and those teeth are very, very sharp. So, you know, when you go to change, first of all, you make sure your tool is unplugged before you're making any adjustments on it, right? So you can loosen this just by holding that and turning the whole thing with your hand. Maybe, nope. If it's worked in the past, doesn't mean it's gonna work now. There we go. I think we're gonna put that around there. This ought to make short work of that, eh? Probably able to hold that down. Let's get some hearing protection in. We'll get our respirator on as well. Well, I think that's going to be a lot better. Gets a little tighter towards the end here. Should have gone to my chisels first, I think. Hey, this might be my new chair in the corner. I don't know. I don't know how good it'd be for doing computer work and stuff, but this is pretty comfortable. I enjoy it. It's nice. Hey, all right. So, I tried laser engraving the customer's desired pattern on there, and the laser quit at 20% 2 times. So I reached out, I sent him a message, but look, that's what we got out of, hang on. So that's what they wanted. I could only get it to burn 20% twice. So, but the chairs are great. I like them. I've sent a message saying I couldn't do his design, and I guess we're waiting for direction at this point. All right, so here we are. Let's bring you up to speed. So we've already cut all our pieces. We've used our rasp, and we've made it so that we can get the butt board through the backboard. We've sanded everything. We've softened all the corners. But what we found out now, let's bring you up to speed. Is we have some cracks. So these cracks, let's see if I can show you those. These cracks appeared overnight. There's cracks on the base 2, 1 and 2. This is gonna happen because pressure treated lumber is basically wet when you buy it. So pressure treated lumber is wet when you buy it. So when you start sanding it, you expose more moisture to the air, and the moisture leaves and you get the cracks. It's not going to affect the structural integrity of the piece, or as I like to say, the integrity has not been impugned, in my humble yet accurate opinion. So we decided on a Viking font. It's Algerian in my laser engraver software. Okay, so we're getting ready to set the width and height parameters for our burn. I'll bring you over here. There's our burn. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to click on that OK right there in the corner. And then we're going to grab the double-sided arrow and stretch it out. We're going to click in the middle and bring it up here. And we're going to stretch it out some more because we want to burn about 9 inches wide. And I think the field here is about 1 foot. I'm not sure. So we're going to click on preview position down there in the corner. Uh-oh. All right, stop. Wrong. Fail. Nice try, Daddy. Look at what we got going on here. Nothing there. Come on, man. All right. Time to not be stupid again. Okay, so apparently the fact that it was touching the board was irrelevant to the fact that the feet weren't even touching the surface. So I need to block that up. Okay. See, this is why I'm teaching you guys this stuff, because you might do this and you don't want to do this. Why would you want to screw up like that? Let me screw up and I'll show you how not to do that. I got a set of 4 pieces of 2x4. I'm just going to put them underneath the legs. I use these all the time. And then we'll set up our depth again, 1/4 of an inch from the surface, right? Let's see what we got. I always do the top. I always loosen the top ones first because this is still holding it. And if I loosen this and I can't hold this, then that's going to slide down and crash. We don't want to crash our laser head. So as we can see right there, we are not touching, but we're close. And to me, that's pretty dang close. So we're going to lock it in. Laser engraver, take 2. Preview position. Dun, dun. Okay, our goal is to be inside the tape. So I'm going to shrink that down a little bit in my software. We're good at the top left corner, which is our orientation, and we look good here too. So we are going to go ahead and BURN burn. Here we go, guys. It's going to take a while. It goes to the center until the program loads. It has to create the file it's going to print from. So we'll see in a bit. You guys get to wear the glasses. I'm not looking at it. It's right to the tape on the left-hand side. Hopefully that doesn't screw us up. What you're looking at right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a restart. You're gonna bring it right to the edge of the current burn. And then hopefully it'll burn on the scrap piece of Kumaro. So I think it's because I wasn't keeping the computer awake. So I'm gonna turn that mouse just about every second I can and see if we can keep this thing burning. Now, when I did the test burn, I don't think I moved the mouse much, but we'll see what's going on. Turn off that air filter for a minute so I can talk to you. All right, so I've been attending to the computer and moving that mouse every once in a while, and we've passed the point where it quit the first time. So I'm going to take this piece of Kumaro out of the way. There's a little bit of a wahoo in the print, but there's nothing I can do about it at this point. And here we have yet another knucklehead moment. So I was bringing that vacuum cleaner over there when I caught the cord for this right here, and that moved the laser engraver, which was working over here. Not all is well here in Clayton's Wood Art land. Oh! Okay, so originally I was going to put my logo large right here, like a 6" by 6", a 6" circle. The laser engraver doesn't want to do that, so we're going with that. Halfway between the name and the top of the board on each board. There's the other one over there. There's slightly different spacing because I'm a rookie at this. So we're going to put it right here. Okay, I've got 25 minutes to get these finished and out the door. So what we have to do now, I'm going to bring you down here, is we need to sand off our marks from our orientation here on those. And I'm going to put a 45-degree bevel on the back side, top and sides. That's it. Okay? So it's got a nice little handle here. You can actually use this for moving it around. So we're going to set it down. We're going to lay it down like that. We're going to take the back, which has the angle on it, and we're going to set it in the slot. Now, that 45-degree chamfer is going to allow our fingers to get underneath the bottom of this and pick it up. Now we can squeeze the whole thing together and move it, and then slide our seat board in right to where we want it and set it down. So now let's take it apart. I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to set the seat board down in the target area, and I'm going to go like this and let the backboard and gravity take it down. Let that lay there. Bring the seat board out, and we're ready to go. Just like that. To the beach. Well, there it is. I had a lot of fun making this, and you'll have a lot of fun making it too. So go ahead and make it. What do you got to lose? All right, so if you want something made for you specifically, reach out to www.claytonswoodart.com. It's probably down here somewhere, if I get it right. and we'll make something for you, okay? Have a great day, guys, and here's something you probably want to watch.